Hello, check. Hello and welcome everyone to the final day of MUL Season 5, sponsored by Refex. Here we have Desi Hawks taking on Dancing Dragons in the qualifiers. They get a straight path to the finals, whoever wins this match. And it's a hold by Desi Hawks after turning it over once. They managed to get a turn again and scored it. Score was by Drashti. Here is the second point. Dancing Dragons patiently swinging the disc. A nice layout bid by the Desi Hawk defender. Dancing Dragons have been amazing throughout this season. Let's see if they can get this win and get into the final straight away. Altaf with a lazy throwaway, and it's a D. Nice D by Vishal. First break opportunity for the Desi Hawks, and they threw it away just like that. Vishal trying to bring down the disc, but it's a turnover. And here comes another turnover by the Dancing Dragons. He tried a bladey forehand, Altaf to meet, but unfortunately it was not a connection. Here Ayush picking up the disc, the star defender of Desi Hawks. We have been seeing Vishal in the handler stack, but this time he's playing a cutter, a role change, I guess. Mohit with the disc on the sideline. Number one stuck on the sideline, and it looked like he stepped on the line and it's out of bounds. Players can go out of bounds after first point of contact inside the field. And here comes another turnover. There was a crazy box out by Drashti, putting in a body up front, making it harder for Kali to tow the disc in. Already a couple of turnovers by both the teams. Another opportunity for the Desi Hawks to get the break. Short field offense opportunity for Dancing Dragons. Let's see if they can Get this one, and they do. Altaf throws a throws a high release forehand right into Payal's hands because the defender was face marking her. I would say that's great defense by Desi Hawks. They managed to get a couple of turnovers. They just couldn't convert them, but there was good pressure on the Dancing Dragons right away on their first O point. On the other field, Reborn Fire is taking on Mumbai Bunties. There was a really nice pull by Rahul Kali. Nice, nice floaty pull by him. Rushi with a nice forehand break. Oh, sorry, it looks like the force is forehand. A nice D opportunity for Virag, but he misses the opportunity. And Tahir grabs it. Tahir with a deep hook. Will that deep hook was to their star Ayush, but they couldn't come bring down the disc. A nice box out by Kali, and he got the D that he wanted. These two teams are known for their offense, but looks like both the teams are struggling to play offense without turnovers here. An opportunity for Dancing Dragons to get a break. Score is 1-all right now with 64 minutes on the clock. Carly hucks it deep to Altaf, but looks like it didn't float enough for him to run it down. Desi Hawks survives with another opportunity on offense. Rushi picks up the disc. Ritika playing handler here in Desi Hawks. Looks like the handler space is a little crowded in here right now. Tahir with a hook to Ayush, but the disc never came inside the playing area. It flew outside, almost landed on the next field. These are the moments players have to be really patient with the disc in their hands. Uh, it's not necessary that we have to score in one or two passes. We can make how many passes ever we want. Let's see if Dancing Dragons capitalize. on this break opportunity. Virag with a big swing to Kali. Kali hucks it deep, and it's a nice D by Vishal. Now it's Rushi's turn to huck. Kali poaches off and gets the D, and looks like a back-to-back Ds by both the teams. Like I already said, the wind is a little heavy in here in Mumbai. Players have to be really patient with the disc and not take unnecessary deep options, because there are a lot of athletes here who can try and poach off and get the Ds there. A really good bid by Virag on Tahir. Tahir had to attack those discs, but he calls a foul. Looks like it's a contested foul call. The disc goes back to Ritika. This time it's a completion. Tahir swings it. Rushi with a nice controlled hug to Vishal. These are hugs that we want to see. A player isolated in the deep space, a nice and controlled hug. We don't need the hug to be inside the end zone. He got it right outside the end zone, and we had here Desi Hawks had a player inside the end zone. It was just a dishy pass, and it's a score. So it's another hold for Desi Hawks. No breaks yet in this game. The score is 2-1 to Desi Hawks. Let's give a shout out to our title sponsor, Refex. Thank you for supporting growth of Ultimate here in Mumbai. This is the fifth edition of Mumbai Ultimate League happening in Bandra. Last hour, guys. We have 60 more minutes in this game. It's a quick pass score by the Dragons. Do, did not They did not bother any defenders. The score is 2-all. No break set in this game with 58 more minutes left. I am guessing this is going to be game by score and not by time. Let's see what happens. We have Paul, Meet, Ansh, Ujjwal, Pavitra, Bhumi, and Mithal. Looks like a zone approach by the Dancing Dragons. We have the Hawks have three handlers to swing the disc, and it's a turfed throw by Tahir. The Desi Hawk offense player could have attacked the disc a little bit more. It would have been an easy catch, but looks like an unfortunate turnover and giving an opportunity for Dancing Dragons to get a break. Mithal with the disc to looking for an option. Nice fakes with a high release forehand. Had an opportunity to get the D Ayush, and here they get the D. Dancing Dragons slowly setting up their defense again. Looks like they have gone back to person defense again, and it's a nice score. Priyanka to Sapna. Oh, sorry, Ritika to Sapna. Number 11. The wind is picking up all the throws. Players got to keep them low. Score is 3-2 to Desi Hawks. Vishal with the pull. Desi Hawks with their trademark defensive zone with Kama, Drashti, and Paridi. That's a it's a crazy hammer to Kali. Looks like a foul is being called on field. It is a self-refereed sport, so players talk to each other and try and resolve their calls. Kali called a foul on Ayush. He thinks he bumped him before getting the D. And Ayush thinks it's a foul and it is an uncontested foul. That's good spirit by Ayush. Wide swing by Altaf to Meet. Meet is looking for those hammers. Quick hands by Paridi, but Virag pulls it in. Can see a lot of fancy throws happening here on the field. Quick 1-2s. Defense is collapsing a little bit. High release by Meath and it sails out of bounds. I'm I'm not sure if the players on field are understanding the wind yet. It's been 5 points and looks like the wind is flowing cross field from the near sideline to far sideline. It's a deep hug to Ayush and it's a nice floaty hug to Ayush. Full field by Vishal. There's a crazy rundown catch by Ayush. Pure speed and athleticism. Nice cut by Ayush. Credits to him. Nice throw as well by Vishal. And with that, it's the first break of the game. Desi Hawks got their first break and they are up ahead 4-2 in this qualifier to the finals. Their trademark zone worked. Here we see, let's give a shout out to our hydration partner, Fast&Up. Players are playing through 5 6 weeks straight, and our hydration partner has been really helpful. Hydration is important in this heat, summer heat in Mumbai, especially for players who have been traveling up and down from Surat, Pune, and also from other parts of India to play this Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5. And another zone approach by the Desi Hawks. Paridhi with the disc mark and Kamath on the lane, and he switches up again. Quick dishy 1-2s to collapse the cup. Looks like the Desi Hawks are recovering well as well. And it's a jump in score by Kali. It's a really important match for both the teams, which means not a lot of players are going to get game time. It will it will have to be the senior players or people with more experience to step up in these kind of games. That being said, let's give a shout out to our jersey partner Agile with these beautiful jerseys for this season of MUL. My personal favorite is Desi Hawks, and even their logo design is really trippy and colorful. Whoever designed it, shout out to them. Desi Hawks, and it's a turnover by the Desi Hawks, giving an opportunity for Dancing Dragons to get a break. Ayush on the disc mark, quick given goes by Altaf. Altaf looking for an option, swings the disc. Lefty Pavitra throws a disc a little too high, and it's a turn right in front of the end zone. That was so unfortunate for the Dancing Dragons. I almost thought they got their break back. Looks like there is a Ujjwal is calling out of bounds on Rushi. Like I already said, it's a self-refereed sport. But if the players who are talking to each other or who are involved in the call do not know what really happened, they can always ask for somebody's perspective on the sideline or inside the field. But it's still up to them to take their whatever decision they want to take. They can still contest it or accept the call. Quick resets by Desi Hawks. Vishal hucks it deep to Rushi, but the bigger Ujjwal comes in with a clutch block. He's a tall man, Ujjwal. Not very easy to get a disc on him in the vertical space. Desi Hawks sagging a little bit on their defensive side, uh, switching up marks, and it's a deep hug by Ujjwal. Tahir tries to get a D, but Meet brings down the disc. That's a crazy catch by Meet, saving the disc, and it's a score for Dancing Dragons. The score is 4-3, and the Desi Hawks are still up by a break. We still have 45 more minutes in the game. It's a nice catch by Meet, one of the star players of this Dancing Dragon squad. Been playing both handler and cutter role. People who are watching, let's predict let's predict the final score. Here I know you're watching. What you predict the final score to be? No, so no, Dhruv. Uh, the score is 4-3, and it's correct because the Desi Hawks got a break the previous point. The score is 4-3 to Desi Hawks, and that's right. It looks like a call. Looks like a call on field. Foul. Seems to be a foul call. Ritika to Ayush. Ayush calls a straddle on Kali. A straddle is when the disc mark comes too close to the thrower, we at least have to give one disc space for the thrower to step out and throw. It looked like a valid call, but in these kind of intense situations, defenders might get into your space. You gotta play through it sometimes. Desi Hawks slowly approaching near the end zone. Rushi right outside the end zone, and it's a score. Desi Hawks hold to make it 5-4 to Desi Hawks. The score is 5-4 to Desi Hawks. I'm not sure if it's 5-4. Scorer, please verify if it's 5-4. I'm not really sure if it's 5-4. But for now, with 40 more minutes left in this game, Desi Hawks have a upper hand. People who are watching, please tell me who you got winning this game and entering the finals right away. Gotta give a big shout out to Kanika on the sidelines. She's been there for Desi Hawks on all the weekends here. That's a D right away. So quick turnover by the Dancing Dragons. Karan Sharma, who you got winning this game? Altaf right in front of the end zone, and it's a score for the Dancing Dragons. They got their break back. Finally, the score is even 5 all with 38 minutes on the clock. Looks like it's really sunny in Mumbai. Fortunately, in Chennai, it's been raining here this evening. I can also see jerseys flying over the players' bodies. Must be hard to throw in this wind. But here comes a nice floaty pull. Rushi picks up the disc. Desi Hawks looking for a hold. Priyanka with the backhand fake. Desi Hawks slowly. Nice deep hug by Rushi. It was a really good box out by Vishal as well. And it's a unfortunate turnover right in front of the end zone. Vishal could have been a little active on those fakes. It's not just the cutter's responsibility to get open, the throwers can also throw the receivers open. And in this case, Vishal could have been a little active with Mithil on the mark. He could have been a little active. Crazy swipe D by it looks like Dimple. It's a nice heads up D by her. Wow, looks like Desi Hawks got the D back again. Couldn't really see it because of the highlights. Vishal, Tahir, and Rushi swinging the disc as handlers. Ritika comes in to help. Drashti with a throwaway, trying to reset it to Rushi, goes too little too wide for him to catch on the forehand side. Kali picks up the disc. It's a nice D. It's a nice D by Rushi. Kali tries to center the disc with the backhand inside out, and it popped up because, like I already said, the wind is flowing from the near sideline to the far sideline. The disc popped up, gave an opportunity for a defensive play, and Tahir calls a timeout. It must be really windy at Wings Sports Center in Mumbai, Bandra. Players are finding it really hard to connect even short throws. It's a good timeout call by Tahir. Gives the Desi Hawks time to collect their calm and get the hold that they need to still be up in this game. The score is level 5 all. We still have 30 odd minutes left in this game. We can expect crucial plays by both the teams on the field especially defensively. These two are really good defensive teams. Ayush with a nice in cut. Travel is being called on Ayush, so the disc goes back. Ayush hucks the disc deep to Vishal and he brings down the disc. Vishal, a taller receiver than Altaf. Altaf is a really good deep receiver as well, but with that height advantage over Altaf, Vishal got a easy score for Desi Hawks. Desi Hawks are up high with 6-5 in this game. It's time by seems like it's time for halftime. Players are collecting their cool, discussing what went wrong, what went right through the course of this first half. What I really like about this Desi Hawks squad is that are they look like a team. They stay together as a team. They play together as a team. Even though they have special and elite players in their squad, feel like all of their players come together and form a team together. And it's not really been the case with other teams. Desi Hawks leadership has done a really good job, I would say. That's always a winning recipe for any team, let alone pickup teams. Once again, a big shout out to our title sponsor, Refex, sponsoring this season of MUL 5. Uh, Shout out to our jersey partner, Agile, and our hydration partner, Fast&Up. I would not be surprised if these two teams meet again in the finals. Let's see who goes to that final spot right away. It's a great contest so far. Score is neck to neck 6-5. Meet with a careful throw. A nice swipe D by Drashti. A, a defensive beast. A player to watch, especially on the D line. Very athletic. A good defensive effort by Carly in the handler space, laying out, especially without any contact. He avoided contact and he brings down the disc, and it's a hold for Dancing Dragons. There was a nice hug right into Kali's hands. Score is 6 each with 26 minutes on the clock. That's a nice pull, but it sails away. It looked like it was fading inside the field. Scorer, please change the score. The score is 6 each right now. Rushi brings it to the brick mark. A hug again to Vishal, and Vishal catches it inside the end zone. A great effort by him laying out to catch the disc. It looked like the disc was didn't float enough for him, but he makes this play and gets the score for Desi Hawks. Vishal being the focal deep receiver right now, has gotten multiple deep catches so far. He ran so fast that he couldn't stop himself. That's a great save of a bad throw by Rushi. I am right now predicting that the trademark zone is going to be up again by the Desi Hawks. I can see the cup discussing to each other. Kamath, Paridhi, and Drashti. Nice fancy pull by Tahir. Landed inside the playing area. Straddle being called on Kamath. It's uncontested. Another straddle call on Kamath. Looks like he accepts that as well. A nice D by Drashti. Meath manages to catch it. Sorry. Right now the disc is stuck on the far sideline. A forehand throw that popped up. Looks like Ayush calls a foul on Meath. A nice hug from inside the cup. A good effort by Tahir, but Meath brings down the disc for the Dancing Dragon score. The score is 7 all with 20 minutes left in the game. It's getting heated, guys. Skali, Meath, Ansh, Altaf on the D line. Here we see that the crazy catch by Vishal, the previous point. This arc by Rushi did not float enough for Vishal. It just did for him to lay out for that catch. Layout is the term used when a player falls or dives to catch a disc or to tap a disc. Kali with a pull, it's a very low pull. Patient swings between Tahir and Rushi, uh, Vishal and Rushi, sorry. Nice cut by Drashti, and it's a score. Ritika with the control, nice control throw to Ayush's face. And Desi Hawks are up again, 8-7 with 17.5 minutes left in the game. I called the game would be by point score, but let's see. The second half has been great offensively for both the teams. Not really many turnovers. Looks like both the teams are warmed up for this game. It's all almost neck to neck. Early in the game, Desi Hawks took a break, but the Dancing Dragons got it back again, making the game on serve. Let's see who takes the second break of the game. It might actually be the game winner. Meath escapes the far sideline with the hammer. Kali quick throw and go. Not really any pressure on the defensive side. Nice hammer right into Rahul Kali's face, and it's an easy score for the Dragons. The Hawks had to put some pressure defensively on the Dancing Dragons, or else they're gonna punish you with those give and goes. He looked for it. There was an opportunity there. He took it. Meath with a crazy hammer, crossfield hammer. Dimple Mittal Pile, Meath, Paul, Kali, and Altaf looking to get a break. We still have 14 more minutes left. Kali with the pull. That's a nice pull. Handless of Desi Hawks quickly advances the disc. It's a nice catch by Ayush. One good thing about Desi Hawks offense is that they do not want to hold on to the disc. Look, this is what I was talking about. Vishal has to be really active when he is throwing. He is almost upright while dumping, and Meath all got a hand to it, and Vishal calls foul on the throw. If he just had lunged in front, there's no way Meath can reach Vishal's release point. It's very when you are the thrower, especially when you have a very good disc mark. Desi Hawks on the brink of a break, and they get it. Dragons up high 9-8. This is going to be a really good game, guys. We still have around 10, 11 minutes on the clock. Dragons are up 9-8. Desi, Desi Hawks with a blunder again, and Dragons with another opportunity adds a hammer right into Meeth's face, and the Dragons are up high 2 points on the Desi Hawks by the Dancing Dragons. Looks like the Dancing Dragons are going into the finals right away. Dancing Dragons looking to get another break. Let's see if the Daisy Hawks can get a hold. It's a good save by Vishal. The throw was dying. Ritika with some good handler movement, and Sandy throws it away, upline to Ritika, and Kali just picks it up and hugs. And Meath somehow comes down with the disc, and he wasn't patient. There was literally no defense inside the end zone with four dancing dragon players inside the end zone, but still it was a throwaway. Unfortunate for dancing dragons. Desi Hawks have to really improve their defensive pressure, especially when they are down 2 points. And it's a Desi Hawk hold. They're still in the game with 5 minutes left. The score is 10-9 to Dragons. They Desi Hawks desperately need a break this point to get back into this game. Vishal with the pull. It's a crucial point for both the teams. Dragons just need a hold, or they can even swing the disc to while away some time and get away with it. They do not want to turn over the disc and give an opportunity for the Desi Hawks. And they do exactly that. That is a blunder. That is a blunder by the Dragons. Quick passes. And Vishal hucks the disc. It's a crazy D by Altaf. Altaf brings the disc from from the ceiling. There was a crazy sky by Altaf. Shows his vertical presence. Desi Hawks have to show some defensive pressure. Again, meet with a hug. They do not need a score. They just need have to while away some time. But it works out for them, and it's a score. The score is 11-9 to Dancing Dragons. And its game. Dancing Dragons enters the finals with the first finalist of this season of MUL. MUL Season 5, sponsored by Refex, our jersey partner Agile, our hydration partner Fast&Up. Shout out to all of them. Thank you so much. This is me Arul signing off. Let's see you all guys in the next game. Welcome back to another crazy clash between Desi Hawks and Mumbai Bunties. This is the Eliminator. So, the team that wins this game goes into the finals, and the one that loses are gonna get eliminated out of this season of MUL. Desi Hawks putting some defensive pressure, and it's a score. Good defensive pressure by Desi Hawks to get the disc back and punch in the score again. Daisy Hawks with unfortunate loss last game against Dancing Dragons, an opportunity to get the ticket into the final was within reach but missed out on that. The pull landed out. Sunil Verma calls brick. Bunties with the score. The score is level with 1 all. So good effort by Drashti, poaching off the lane, but could have been a little careful on those bits. A little too physical. Play got a little too physical. Could have been dangerous for Saitra. Zony defensive approach by Desi Hawks. Sorry, Mumbai Bunties. Desi Hawks patiently swinging the disc and punching it into the end zone for the score. Score is 2-1 to Desi Hawks. Scorer, please change the score. The score is 2-1 to Desi Hawks. The Desi Hawks D line is getting ready to find a break. Brick is being called. Verma brings the disc to the brick mark. Looks like person defense on Mumbai Bunties. Three handlers, four cutters formation. Good job by the Desi Hawks defense to push Mumbai Bunties back into their end zone. Deep hug by Sunil Verma. Looks like it could have been a stall out, high stall count situation. He just hugged the disc without any option. Great defensive pressure by Desi Hawks. Here we see the patient destruction of the zone defense by Desi Hawks. Looks like a turnover again. Opportunity for Bunties to get a score, and it's a score. The score is level 2 all. Didn't really see what happened on the field when the highlight was being played, but looks like a turnover and a missed opportunity for Desi Hawks to get a break. Sunil Verma with the forehand pull, nicely floating inside the playing area. A crazy rundown D by Saitra. Short field offense opportunity for Mumbai Bunties. That's an amazing run through D by Sahitra. The defensive star. Sunil with a high release backhand break. And it's a score. Good effort by Ayush, laying out in front of the end zone. But looks like it was a little too far for him to get the D. In the first break of this game, and credit goes to Mumbai Bunties. Desi Hawks are slowly getting crumbled here on field one. They need a quick hold. Ritika, nice swing. Looks like a call on field on Ayush. It's a travel call. Ayush right in front of the end zone, looking for an option, and there was a good cut by Rushi, getting open on the back cone, turning the hips of the defender. Raj, that's a good hold by Desi Hawks. The score is 4-2 to Mumbai Bunties. 4-3 to Mumbai Bunties. A quick shout out to our title sponsor, Refex, our hydration partner, Fast&Up, and jersey partner, Agile. Slowly, looks like the wind is settling down as the sun is setting. A classic trademark zone by Desi Hawks, trying to get a break. Manav on the sideline looking for an option. Desi Hawks have done really good pushing the Bunties back to their end zone. Uh, a good D by the Desi Hawks, and it's a break. Sandy to Paridi. Kushi tries to reset the disc with a forehand blade, but it shoots up, floats in the air, giving an opportunity for Ayush to get the D. Leaving no time for the Mumbai Bunties to get back on D, leaving Paridi open inside the end zone. Desi Hawks get their break back, and the game is on serve again. Line stays the same, defensive look stays the same. Let's see if there's a break opportunity again. Banta is slowly getting into the end zone. A cross field backhand to Sunil. And it's a crazy throw in this win by Bhav right into Sunil's hands. It worked out for him. It's a good look. I would have probably gone for the forehand blade. Bunties looking to get a break. A nice inside out by Ayush. Vishal to Rushi, and it's a score. It's another hold for Desi Hawks. The score is 5 ball. They still have 46 more minutes on the clock. We have Samir, Faizan, Mohit, and Ritesh. Faridi, person defense by Hawks. The Hawks not really holding force. Throws going everywhere. Looks like a call on field. The force is forehand, but there have already been a couple of breaks. Foul being called on field. Sunil trying to explain what really the call is. It is getting too physical in here against Mohit and Sunil. Don't really know what's happening on the field because no hand signals are getting used. I think Sunil's complaint is that he is not giving one disc space. Mohit, Mohit might be a little too close on his disc mark. This isn't looking great between these two guys. They have to get going with the game at some point. It's getting ugly here. Play resumes. Sahitra get the discs. A wide swing by Sunil. Good defensive pressure by Desi Hawks. Sunil hucks the disc with no receiver inside the end zone. Desi Hawks with another opportunity to get a break. The score is 5 each right now. We have 40 more minutes on the clock. Good effort by Ritesh, but the throw was a little too far for him to catch. Good layout effort. And it's a hold finally for Mumbai Bunties. The Bunties player left all alone inside the end zone. Sunil just picks up the disc, and you can see that a smooth backhand wide release right into the Bunties player's chest. Score is 6-5 to Bunties. Halftime is soon coming up. A hug that shoots up. Rushi gets to the disc. Call strip, I guess, on Kushi. Sorry, that's not Kushi. It's number 12 of Mumbai Bunties. Good read by her. Looks like it's a turnover. Bunties pick up the disc. Sunil with a deep huck. It's a crazy D by Ayush, showing his vertical presence. It's an amazing defensive play by Ayush. Tahir left open for a second without a disc mark, and it's an unfortunate turnover on the break side of Vishal. He got a hand to it but couldn't get hold of the disc. Another break opportunity for Bunties. And Bhav turfs the disc. Good pump fakes by Ayush to a deep cutting Rushi. Now Vishal hucks it deep. Let's see. And Tahir toes it in to get the Desi Hawk hold. The score is 6 all. We have 34 minutes on the clock left. It might be half right now. That hug by Vishal almost fading away from the sidelines, but Tahir squeezes it in, toes it in, and gets the score. And yes, it is the half. It is another half at 6 all. Two games in a row here on the field with 6 all halves shows how good all these three teams have been. The competition has been amazing throughout the weekend. Thank you, Refex, for sponsoring this tournament. Our hydration partner, Fast&Up, we can all see players hydrating themselves. It's a good sign. They are playing multiple points, back to backs. Our jersey partner, Agile, thank you, Agile, for an amazing collection of jerseys. There was a crucial hold for the Hawks that gives them an opportunity to get up in this game because they are on offense again after this halftime because Bunties started on offense in the beginning of the game. For people who don't know, offense defense will switch at halftime according to who started on offense and defense in the beginning of the game and not with respect to of who's on offense or defense at that moment. Manav with the pull, pull dance in, quick hug, but it's an unfortunate turnover for Desi Hawks. Another hug, and Ayush intercepts the disc. Opportunity for Desi Hawks. Rishi with another hug. Raj intercepts it. Great D by Raj, boxing out Ayush in front of him. Uses his uses his height advantage and gets the D. A very unlikely drop by Raj and a silly error on the sideline, far sideline for Ayush looking to score, applying for Ritika, and it was a little too far for her to catch. good heads up D by Drashti and quick pickup throw into the end zone, right into Vishal's hands, and it's a hold for the Hawks. The score is 7-6. It's been a close game throughout. People who are watching on the stream, please let us know who you got going to the finals in this eliminator. Amazing D by Ayush again, getting into that vertical space. Oh, good D by Ayush, caught the disc after tapping it. A foul called on the disc mark. It's an uncontested foul, so the disc goes back, and it's a score. Desi Hawks get a break again. This is crucial. The score is 8-6 to Desi Hawks. We have 20 more minutes on the clock. break opportunity for Desi Hawks, and timeout is being called by Ayush. It's a great call. That's a great call considering how tiring it is to play multiple defensive points in a row. A deep look, but it's an unfortunate turnover. Bunties the disc, but they gotta work full field to get that score. Tahir marking Sunil. Good pressure by Ayush on Manav. A nice D. That was a great layout by Ayush. He was watching Saitra. He wanted the throw to happen. He baited it and laid out for the D. Amazing defensive play by Ayush. I wish a replay of it is being shown. And it's a score. A break again for the Hawks. That's two amazing defensive plays in a row for Ayush in the same point. One vertical, one horizontal. Please give us a replay of that layout. Amazing defensive plays has to be appreciated, not just offense. Sunil gets the disc upline on the force side. He almost caught the disc, but when he tried throwing it inside the end zone, he dropped it. Unfortunate turnover by Bunties. Good effort by the Bunties player. Looks like a poachy defense by Bunties. Timeout being called again. The score is 9-6. We still have 11 more minutes on the clock. Desi Hawks seems to be getting away with this win and meeting Dancing Dragons again in the finals. Hostak on the field. The disc goes back to Drashti. Sandy to Mohit. Mohit to Sandy again. Call on field. So the disc goes back again. Ritesh with the disc. Sandy hucks it deep. And it's a drop by number one of Desi Hawks. Was a good look by Sandy. Sunil Hawks to Manav, and a score is being called. The score is 6-7-9. Desi Hawks up 9 with 7 minutes on the clock. The Mumbai Bunties need a couple of quick breaks for them to get back into the game. Seems like Karan is injured. With, he's hopping across the field. Without their star player in Karan, Bunties are struggling. Classic forehand pull by Sunil, but it sails outside the field. Brick is being called by Rushi. We have 5 odd minutes on the clock. Hawks doesn't have to do anything fancy. They just have to while away some time and run the clock timer out, and they'll get their win. Rushi hugs it deep. Amazing defense. Looks like a ball on the throw. Vishal hugs to Rushi, but it's a turnover. There, there's 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Injury sub called. Karan is in. I think Sunil is just gonna hug it to Karan. The hug goes, and it's a score. It's a break for Mumbai Bunties. The score is 9-8. They're slowly crawling in the game. Let's see if they can get another break and get back into the game. The score is 9-8. With 2 minutes on the clock, the desperate situation for Bunties. They need a break. It's a break or go home situation for the Bunties. Almost sailed out. Tahir toes it in. Foul called on Mark. Uncontested foul call. The Hawks are slowly swinging the disc. Don't want to take any risks, giving any opportunity for them, for the Bunties to get back into the game. Unnecessary throwaway by Rushi with just 1 minute on the clock. That's a blunder. This gives the opportunity for Bunties to get break. Manav Hawks. Ayush gets the crucial block and a foul has been called. Looks clean to me, but looks like it's time. And the Desi Hawks wins this game with 9-8. And the Bunties gets eliminated out of the competition. A rematch against Desi Hawks and Mumbai uh, Dancing Dragons. They are meeting again in the finals, but the Dancing Dragons would be fresh, whereas the Desi Hawks have played two games back to back, now have to play the finals again. Let's see what happens. Until then, I'm sorry. Uh, a big shout out to the title sponsor Refex, hydration partner in Fast&Up, and jersey partner Agile. And kudos to everybody who on the field who gave a great fight in the Eliminator or second qualifier of this season of MUL. Thank you so much. Next up is the finals, and this finals is at 7 o'clock. People who are free, please do join the stream and support. Until then, this is me Arul signing off. Thank you. See you in final.
Hello, mic check, mic check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mic check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mumbai Ultimate League Season 5. And on the final day, we have two beautiful teams with two beautiful jerseys going up against each other soon. In a matter of few minutes, it is Desi Hawks versus the Dancing Dragons, the top two teams in the Season 5. A big shout out to Refex, the title sponsor who made all this happen, and the hydration partner, Fast&Up, and a big thanks to Agile for the beautiful jerseys. All these big giants have helped us make this happen, and it is looking very good. The sun is down, the field is all set, the players are ready, the beautiful jerseys are all on, and it is almost time for the grand finale. I hope all of you enjoyed the matches in these past few weeks, and I myself is very happy to be back and doing the commentary for the finals. Be back soon.